If you get any questionable calls, please tell us by going to ReportFraud.FTC.gov. Thank you.
How many people have already applied through this beta testing website? Do you know?
Over 8 million.
And will people who have privately held loans, will they at some point become eligible for this forgiveness because they no longer are?
We are working on pathways there to support those, but we're moving as quickly as possible to provide relief to as many people as possible. Thank you.
Mr. President, can you offer assurances that they will soon be eligible?
Is reporting today that 5 current administration officials who work with the CBP commissioner have described him as unengaged in his job and seen him fall asleep during multiple meetings. Does the White House have a comment to that?
You're talking about Commissioner Magnus? So, look, under Secretary Mayorkas's leadership, we're securing the border, on rebuilding the immigration system that the prior administration just gutted, decimated, and Commissioner Magnus plays a key role on all of this. That's how we view his role.
A key tenet of your Republican opponent's campaign is a claim that you voted 96% of the time with President Biden while in office. Have you? And if so, is that a problem?
I have voted to support the people of Georgia, and they're the ones I'm thinking about every single time.
If it's on this, I'll happy to answer the question.
Mr. President, are you concerned that litigation could get in the way of this program?
Yes, well, that's what's going on right now. Litigation is underway, and I don't think our legal judgment is that it won't, but they're trying to stop it.
You said that reports that a foundation affiliated with your church, Ebenezer Baptist Church, attempted to evict low-income tenants are not true. But those are reports based on court filings against those tenants, and the state of Georgia is now also investigating that foundation for not properly registering as a charity. So how do you reconcile all those documents with the denial of the story?
Well, I'm actually glad you asked that question, because this is one more example of Herschel Walker and his allies lying. First of all, there were no evictions, and the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported that. And my church has no direct involvement in the day-to-day operations of that apartment building. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported that.
I have a couple of questions about the new program for Venezuelan migrants. When can Venezuelans start submitting their applications? When will that application process start, if you have any details? And also the administration mentioned last week that there was going to be some kind of security assistance for regional partners. Do you have any details on that? Thank you.
So your first question first, supporters will be able to apply in the upcoming days. Information on how to apply will be found on the DHS website, so I would refer folks there to the website. On the security assistance that was announced, as you just mentioned, last week, again, I would refer you to DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, and also the government of Mexico as well, for their announcement that they've made for information on the coordinated response there.
Well, more bad news for President Biden this morning. A new Fox News poll shows that if the election were to happen today, only 33% of voters would vote for President Biden, while 54% say that they would vote for someone else.
If you earn less than $125,000 a year, you'll get up to $10,000 knocked off your student debt. If you earn less than $125,000 a year and you receive the Pell Grant, you'll get up to an additional $10,000 knocked off that debt, so $20,000 in relief. In total, more than 40 million Americans can stand to benefit from this relief. Let's talk about who is against helping millions of hardworking middle-class Americans. Republican members of Congress and Republican governors are trying to do everything they can to deny this relief, even to their own constituents. As soon as I announced my administration's student debt plan, they started attacking it, saying all kinds of things. Their outrage is wrong and it's hypocritical. Come January, folks have to start to repay their student loans if they qualify, if they don't qualify for this relief. That means billions of dollars a year will start coming into the U.S. Treasury.